Fellas, hopefully all of y'all are back to Vector again, because we are back at it again, straight up blading it. And these fellas in the back are not the main focus for today. So today, we we got the Burst versus set featuring Burst Brigand and Ultimate Valkyrie. So without further ado, let's get these bays out of the box. So as you can see, we got the bays out of the box, but unfortunately, there is nothing that important to go over this time, except, hold up. So the two important pieces of the set is the gear required to change the spin direction for Spriggan, and the VS gear, which is required to complete this fella. Unfortunately, it only goes on two drivers, which is Venture and Adventure. But the only Belial driver I have is All Might and Bearing Drift. But anyway, let's move on to the more interesting part. I say, as I remember, I have to put on the damn stickers. So, let's just put on the stickers first, shall we? Another little cool thing is 321. What does 321 stand for? March 21st. What does 321 stand for? What does 321 stand for? 321. What's coming? Go shoot. What does 321 go shoot mean? Beyblade. What does Beyblade mean? 3, 2, 1, go shoot. What is this and what was this foreshadowing? Beyblade X. Hence why the previous generations are there. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Anyway, now time to lock in and put these stickers on these bays, which is going to take a while probably. So we got the bays fully stickered and all that jazz. But yeah, there's a little Easter egg on both of these bays. 2015. What does that mean? 2015. What does 2015 mean? Beyblade Burst. What does 2015 mean as well? The original launch date of Beyblade Burst. So yeah. Pretty neat Easter egg on both of these bays. When the first version of Ultimate Valkyrie released, you probably didn't catch on to the 15 that was put on the core. But oh well. Burst Spriggan never released back then, so oh well. It is what it is. Anyway, without further ado, let's go over these parts. And I forgot to mention, the first main that we'll be going over is Valkyrie. So yeah. So for the first part on Valkyrie, we're just going to be going over Excel Dash first. Excel Dash is basically the Dash version of the driver the first Valkyrie had, which was Excel, the regular one. So yeah. Not really that much to go over, but yeah. Anyway, on to the next part, which is the disc, which is Wing Dash, which is a reference to the original Wing Disc, 12, and Blitz. But since I have the original Valkyrie, nor do I have the original Valkyrie, can't really show the reference, show off the Wing Disc, so deal with it. Now for the final part. The final part is Ultimate Valkyrie himself. Hold up. Okay, so the final part is Ultimate Valkyrie, which is a reference to every previous Valkyrie, Josie Valkyrie, Valkyrie V2, aka Victory Valkyrie, or Valkyrie, Brave Valkyrie / Brave Valkyrie, Wonder Valkyrie / Winning Valkyrie, aka Wonder Valkyrie, and Slash Valkyrie, aka Sword Valkyrie. So the references on these bays are well, for Valkyrie B-2, aka Victory Valkyrie. Well, yeah, Victory Valkyrie X/Valkyrie. The middle part, the Strike God chip from Strike God Valkyrie. Stickers from the original Valkyrie. This part right here from the Waning Valkyrie for Brave. I don't really know exactly, but probably just a green eyes and a cheek mark. But I'm pretty sure some other Valkyrie X had that, so. And for Slash Valkyries, I just wonder about Jack. The little air holes right here in the ring. And some other references, but and some references to some other base, so yeah. So let's just see how the bay looks like when fully assembled. So this is how the bay looks when fully assembled. No, yeah, I forgot to mention. There's rubber contact points, which are the red parts of the layer. But anyway, this is how the bay looks like in low mode. Here's how the bay looks in high mode. Also, by the way, it was a fucking pain in the ass to fucking assemble it. Well, put the bay together. Mainly because of the dash driver. And I was trying not to get the bay hurt. Well, I'm not really that strong either, so oh well, it is what it is. Now on to the next bay. And that next bay is Burst Spriggan. So yeah, Burst Spriggan has references to the previous Spriggans, which is Storm Spriggan, the original Spriggan. But I'm pretty sure that these little nubs right here are the references to the original Spriggan, but I don't know. Legend Spriggan. Spriggan Requiem, don't call me Spriggan Requiem, don't call me Spriggan Requiem. Lord Spriggan, because of the little burst stoppers it has in the middle of it. Burst Spriggan because of the little burst stoppers it has in its ring. Well, I mean Lord Spriggan, don't call me Lord Spriggan. And Turbo Spriggan, because of these heads right here. I'm pretty sure I've never seen any YouTuber I've watched talk about the reference to Turbo Spriggan on the layer. So, pretty dumb that I had never seen anyone talk about that, but yeah. So, now let's move on to the parts. So, for the first part, we'll be going over Fusion Dash, which is our reference. Well, not reference to anything, but it's the driver that the original Spriggan had. Comes with a little small wobble tip right here. And if the bay goes aggressive, then it'll start hitting the more flat parts of the driver. Well, then the stadium will start hitting the more flat points on the driver. So it can make the bay go more aggressive. Yeah. And now to the next disc, which is Spread Dash. Which is a reference to the 7 disc, the Knuckle disc, well, Spread. Now you see, I will have taken Valkyrie apart, but if you looked at one of my community posts, you should see why I didn't take them apart. So yeah. Now I'm on to the final part, which is the Burst disc. Call this fucker the Burst disc. The Burst layer, which I'm going to say again, is a reference to Spriggan, Storm Spriggan, which is because of the core. Legend Spriggan, Spriggan Requiem, because of the axe, I'm pretty sure. Turbo Spriggan. Don't call me Turbo Sprison because of the heads. Lord Spriggan because of the stoppers and the rubber too, if I'm right. By stoppers, I mean the little nubs you see on the in the middle of the layer. So yeah. But anyway, let's see how the bay looks when fully assembled. But before we do that, let's just look at the armors both of the bays have. So for the 9 armor, pretty sure it's like a really good armor for attack types. But the 9 armor is mainly meant for Valtryek, so it can align with the layer. Well, the ring, but yeah. But anyway, now on to the next part. Well, Starmer. Unfortunately, when I tried to take off the armor, when I tried to take off the core, wouldn't really budge much, so I didn't really feel like going back to mess with it. I'm pretty sure it has to do with these little white tabs right here. So, the X-frame, from what I've seen from videos, is a hollow frame. Didn't really pay attention to it if it was good or not, but oh well, it is what it is. But it's a reference to the axes that Spriggan usually has, so yeah, it's cool. But anyway, now time to move on to the best part of the video. So for the battles, these will be the bays Valkyrie's going to be facing off against, and these are the bays that Spriggan's going to end up facing off against. So without further ado, let's move on to Valkyrie's side of battles first. Without further ado, Valkyrie's first opponent will be Super Hyperion MRs. Without further ado, let's get this first match started. 3, 2, 1. And Valkyrie done killed him before I can get the camera back into the scene. Let's just do that. And bro done made Valjex now. So let's move on to this next match. 3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna just assume Valtryek got that first point too, so let's just move on to this next match. And Hyperion gets that second point, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Valtryek done one-tapped Hyperion again, so now it's tied, so without further ado, let's see who's gonna end up getting one-shot for the last time. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. I think Valtryek might end up winning. Never mind. Hyperion unfortunately takes that last point. But hey, managed to make him lose half of his HP. But for Valtryek, only what? Yep, only. No, I'm pretty sure he made him lose 2 clicks, but I'm pretty sure it's just 1 click, so without further ado, let's move on to his next bay. So for his next battle, my strongest Valkyrie of today versus my strongest Valkyrie of history. So without further ado, let's get this first match started. 3, 2, 1. Valkyrie done one tap his own final evolution. Let's see who's gonna move. Let's see who's gonna win this next match. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. So Valkyrie done, guys, revenge. Managed to one-time Valkyrie back. Without further ado, let's see who's gonna win this next match. Would you look at that? All three stoppers were out. Such a beautiful sight to see. Now let's see who's gonna win this next match. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. That's a big hit from Valkyrie. But unfortunately, Valkyrie loses that third match. Without further ado, let's see who's going to win this next match. And would you look at that? All three stoppers are all out again. Beautiful sight to see. 3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna just not count that one because I did not manage to get the camera back into the screen this time. 3, 2, 1. Valkyrie manages to win his final match. So without further ado, let's move on to this next battle. And this next battle will be Prime Apocalypse versus Ultimate Valkyrie. So without further ado, let's get this party started. 3, 2, 1. God fucking damn it, man. 3, 2, 1. God damn it. It's a big hit. He's dodging. It's another big hit from Valkyrie. Valkyrie wins the first match. 3, 2, 1. Almost out. Those big hits from Valkyrie. God damn. Who's gonna win? Apocalypse wins that second match. 3, 2, 1. Apocalypse managed to ring him out on that third match. So 2 points to Apocalypse. Without further ado, let's see who's going to win this next match. Unless it's the final match. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. Unfortunately, Valkyrie loses that final match. Now, let's move on to this final battle. So, for this final match, Ultimate Valkyrie versus Dangerous Belial. So, without further ado, let's see who's gonna win this manga-accurate battle. 3, 2, 1. Valkyrie done won that first match with a ring out finish. So without further ado, let's move on to his next match. 3, 2, 1. This is probably going to end up being a little intense. Watch this next to be a big hit. Well, those are next to it. Valkyrie wins that second match. Without further ado, let's move on to his third match. 3, 2, 1. Come on, man. I'll trip balls again. Tripping balls really helped Valkyrie in that first match. Valkyrie wins that final match. So, Valkyrie was the winner of that final battle. Unfortunately, he only won 2 of the battles he was put up against. But to make up for it, let's make him face off against the Savior. So without further ado, let's get this true final match started for Valchek so we can move on to Spriggans. 3, 2, 1. And Perseus bursted before I could even get the camera back in the view. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna just give that match to Valkyrie. So Valkyrie has 2 points because of how buns the bearing dash driver is. Mainly bearing drivers in general, but oh wow. Well, for Beyblade Burst, of course, but 3, 2, 1. Valkyrie decided to end up killing himself. Decided to kill himself, so let's just redo this match. 3, 2, 1. Perseus might end up winning this match, you don't know. Does Perseus explode again? Perseus does not explode again on contact. 3, 2, 1. Perseus might end up just taking this match again. And Perseus does not end up taking this match again because Valkyrie now has 4 points. So Valkyrie managed to win half of the battles it was put up against, but lost 2. So without further ado, let's move on to the Spriggan side of these battles. This first battle will be King Helios MR versus Burst Spriggan. Now let's get this party started, fellas. 3, 2, 1. Helios might end up getting spin stealed here. Or Spriggan loses because of destabilization. Because from my scene, this Bay likes to trip over a lot. And Spriggan loses that first match. 3, 2, 1. Spriggan lose again, or does Spriggan win? And Spriggan loses yet again. 3, 2, 1. Spriggan unfortunately gets humiliated in that final match. So for this next match, Josie Spriggan versus Red Josie Valkyrie X. Without further ado, let's get this first match started. 3, 2, 1. Spriggan wins that first match. So without further ado, let's move on to this next match. 3, 2, 1. So can you stop being aggressive, please? And Spriggan wins that second match with a ring-out finish. So without further ado, let's move on to what I can assume will be his final battle. Would you look at that? All 3 burst stoppers are out, just like with Josie Valkyriak. So without further ado, let's just move on. 3, 2, 1. Valkyrie loses final match. So, the winner of that final match was Burst Spriggan. So, without further ado, let's move on to Sprizens. And this first Spriggan will be facing off against will be Sprizen Requiem. So yeah, let's just start these battles already. Okay, so getting getting Requiem ready, right? What the fuck is this? Hold up. Don't know how, but my fucking Zeta driver broke. That just fucking ruined my day. I did nothing. I did fucking nothing. And my driver somehow fucking broke, man. Had this fucking bay since fucking 2019, damn it. Not 2019, but 2020 or 2019, damn it. It fucking broke. So for safety reasons, I'm gonna swap him out for Lord Surprising Man. That just fucking ruined my day. First battle. Well, for his third battle will be Burst Spriggan versus Lord Surprising. No further ado, let's just get this first battle started. And Spice missed that. So for his final battle, the Burst Spriggan versus Turbo the Surprise. Let's get this started. Dash, hope you don't end up ranking next, man. That just fucked up my day bad. So, for a small part of this video, it'll be first friggin' Ultimate Valkyrie. Let's get this party started. How would I rate these bays? 3 out of 4, honestly. Their parts, honestly, could have been better. You could have had a legacy version of Knuckle and call it Brass or something. And give this dude Unite Dash. I was thinking about telling the story, but due to what I fucking witnessed earlier with my fucking Requiem, I don't really feel like telling it. So, yeah, that ends this video. I'll see you guys later.